When you make this one shift, everything changes when it comes to this whole breakup thing. I know a lot of you are out there and you want to make things work with your ex. You really want to do it. And I don't blame you. You know, some of y'all are married, some of y'all have families together, you know. This isn't just some willy-nilly thing. You know, there's like real consequences here if this doesn't work out. You know, divorce, custody of your children, having to sell your house, all sorts of stuff. And I'm not saying that isn't important. But I'm not here to help you figure out your house. I'm not here to help you figure out, you know, divorce strategies or anything like that. Talk to an attorney if you want to figure that stuff out. What I'm here to do is to help you understand the emotional side of relationships. The big shift you have to make here is that you need to learn how to let go of the attachment to outcome. Again, easier said than done. I know you want this relationship. I know you want to work things out. I know that special person of yours is really hot. I know that they push all your buttons in just the right way and turn you on in every way that you could ever want. And it's so hard to just think about any other possibility here. That's what detachment is about. Detachment is about knowing that you're going to be okay no matter what. You will be okay no matter what. So many people try to force things with the wrong person. You know, I've had conversations with people that are like, you know, hey, there's this malignant narcissist in my life. How can I make them into a loving, caring person so that we can actually have a happy relationship? You know, I wish there was something I could do. I wish I could say, yeah, you know, tell them that you don't want them to be a narcissist anymore and maybe they'll stop. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. You have to be detached from outcome in terms of how it comes to you. Because here's one thing I can tell you. If you're in a relationship with the right person, there's going to be very little that you can do that's going to make them leave you and not want to come back. You know, short of going out of your way to intentionally sabotage things by like cheating on them or, you know, breaking promises or stuff like that. But, you know, I've seen people walk on eggshells around their exes, you know? They're afraid to flirt. They're afraid to kiss them at the end of the night together. They're afraid to make a risque comment that might turn up the heat a bit too much between them. If someone's the right person for you, do you think trying to kiss them at a romantic moment is going to be a deal breaker? No. If someone's the right person for you, do you think telling them how you feel and say, hey, I had a really bad day today, do you think that's going to make them run away because they're going to think, oh, you have so many problems in your life. I don't want someone with problems. I want someone whose life is perfect. No, they're going to understand. They're going to be compassionate and caring. Even if it doesn't meet them right where they're at in that moment, because maybe they're not feeling the romance the same way, or maybe they had a bad day too and they need someone to talk to, or who knows. But they're going to be receptive. They're going to understand. They're going to be compassionate to it. They're going to be forgiving about it, because that's what you deserve in a relationship. Because if you have to walk on eggshells now, you're going to have to walk on eggshells when you're together. If you have to take part of yourself and hide it now, you're going to have to keep that part of yourself hidden the entire time you're together. And if you want to be married to this person for, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, can you really go, let's just say 50 years, can you really go 50 years without admitting that you have a bad day from time to time, that you have your doubts, that you need some help from time to time? How you start it is how it's going to end. Search your relationship history. You might just be surprised to find out it's true. If your relationship started with cheating, getting them to cheat on their partner with you cheating on your partner with them, you sneaking around and lying about this and that, them sneaking around and lying about this and that, you might just find that that's how your relationship with them ends. Them sneaking around and cheating on you. With that being said, the big shift is to just be authentic, straightforward, forthright from the very beginning. Be honest. Be transparent. That's what you want in them, isn't it? So why not embody that right now? Why not show that to them right now? Come on, you can be brave. You can do this. You don't have to be a coward and hide who you are. I know it's tough. I know it's scary. This isn't the toughest or scariest thing you've ever done. If you're anything like me, you've probably done some really tough things in your life. A lot tougher than having a conversation with somebody. A lot tougher than telling them how you feel. You can do this. You're stronger than you know. And when you do this, you free up so much of your energy, and they get to see so much of who you really are. They get to see how fearless you are. Or better yet, they get to see how afraid you are, but how courageous you are in walking into that fear anyway. And if they're in any way looking for a real committed relationship in their life, they're going to see that. And that's going to be a huge, what they call green flag, opposite of a red flag. They're going to see that, and that's going to be a green flag that says, hey, I want to be with somebody who's courageous enough to have the hard conversations in life. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with someone like that? They're going to say, hey, I want to be with someone who's willing to communicate important things. Who wouldn't want to be with someone like that? I want to be with someone who's willing to do the right thing, even when it's tough. Because again, who wouldn't want to be with someone like that? And one thing I can tell you, if for whatever reason they don't want to be with you, when you get real, when you express yourself fully, when you flirt at an appropriate time and moment, when you tell them something perfectly understandable about your day, about your life, about your feelings, when you try to communicate with them, when you try to do something like have a same team conversation and for some reason it doesn't work out, just know that says more about them than it does about you. What does it say about them? It says that they don't value good communication. It says that they don't value honesty. It says that they don't value transparency. It says that they don't value being open and authentic with someone else. Now tell me, does someone like that hold a place in your future life? Does someone like that hold a place as your future partner? Does someone like that hold a place as the mother or father of your children? I sure as hell hope not. And when you understand that, you'll let go of attachment to outcome, because you will be seeing every possible opportunity to be honest, forthright, authentic, and fully express who you are as a way to test their character. You don't just want to get back together with them because they're so freaking hot. You have standards. You only want to get back together with them if they have the right character. You only want to be in a relationship with them if they have the right values and priorities in life. And so every time you're open, every time you're honest, every time you're transparent, every time you lay it all out there, every time you create that opening that brings the two of you closer together, every time you create that opening that invites them to have better communication, better cooperation, and more consistency between the two of you, that is your test. That is your moment to evaluate if they are worthy of that in your life. Because one thing I can tell you, if you start to build these characteristics and qualities in yourself, and they disqualify themselves from being that partner for you, you will find the right person who wants to be with you. You will find the right person who wants to commit to you, who wants to have a loving relationship with you, who wants to have one built on honesty, authenticity, connection, compassion, quality interactions. If your ex seems the most interesting person in the world to you right now, go ahead, follow that, see where it goes. I hope it works out. I do. I genuinely do. But if they disqualify themselves, if they say, oh, I'd rather, be with some drunk person from a club, What does that say about them? It says that they're not ready for what you have to offer. They're not ready. And that something better is coming your way. Because again, how it starts is how it's going to end. If you put up with someone disrespecting you now, lo and behold, you're going to see that again in the future. If you put up with someone cheating on their partner to be with you, lo and behold, you might just find them cheating on you to be with someone else. You find someone keeping secrets from you, if you're the dirty little secret, then suddenly they'll be keeping secrets from you down the road. Don't put up with that. Don't welcome that in. Don't tolerate that. Be the fork in the road that gets them to decide who they are. Be the fork in the road where no matter what they do, they are demonstrating and revealing their character to you so that you can choose if that is something that your future self deserves to have in their life. Put them in a position, lovingly, compassionately, and appropriately for where your connection with them is, to the point where no matter what they do, they are revealing their character to you, and they are putting themselves up for scrutinization about whether or not they have a place in your future. And when that happens, everything shifts to your advantage.